Welcome back to the channel. The day's finally come. I'm finally gonna get rid of these ugly things. When I did the handlebars, I knew I was gonna be getting rid of them, and I chose to run the wires on the outside because I was unsure on whether or not I was gonna put them down there or if they're gonna be up in the handlebars. What we have today is by a company called Eagle Light. Seems like they've been around for quite a while, so I wasn't too worried about them going out of business. One thing I'd mention with that is these have a lifetime warranty on them. Something you're not going to get with some of the cheaper ones, but also some of the ones about the same price also are about the same amount. They're just slightly different. With these, you're able to see the LEDs. The other ones, they have it tinted. They also have these in chrome, but the goal for this is to actually get rid of as much chrome as I can on this bike. So far, what I'm seeing on them, good amount of wire with it, but here you can really see it on this one. So right in there, I don't know how well you can see that. There we go. It's pretty well exposed, but it looks to me like the housing all held in with this Allen. So I'm going to pull that and I'll expose that, just make sure that these are waterproofed enough before I go in. If not, then I'll just fill that in with probably some hot glue. Hopefully I don't have to do that. I'm pretty sure that probably void any type of a warranty, or I'll just pull them out and see what it looks like. Okay, so inside there you can see, they put the hot glue in there, but it's exposed, and that's going to probably wind up corroding. And it looks like, yeah, just the Allen key that's on there just holds this in. So what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to actually put a little bit more hot glue in there just to make sure that they're sealed good. Or, you know what, maybe I won't. They have lifetime warranty, and I'll hit them up if these things go bad. But just something to note on that you're probably over time you're going to get some corrosion in there, and that'll probably be the death of these. If that even affects them. It might not even affect them. Okay, so for starters, I already did this side right here. You have to release it off of your mirror, which you just have a 1/2 inch size acorn nut that's right there on both sides. With mine, the mirror is flipped, so typically your mirror is up here, but it will be the same whether your mirror is up or down. Thing to note on this side is if your mirror is down, it puts your wrench super close to this. You can wind up marring the finish on your reservoir and kind of kicking yourself in the butt. So make sure that you're just doing small strokes with this one. So for the electrical for your bars, it all runs into your stem right here. So you have this rubber grommet that you have to remove, and then you can get the plugs out that go into there. So there's going to be one here and one also on the other side. If you run into the issue to where you're having a hard time feeding the plugs through, there's a plastic cover right underneath here that you're able to pull out, and you'll be able to actually get in there to help feed those wires through. So let's get this open. Okay, so I got the mirrors off, and for the mounting point I went in and routed my wires. I'm going to do the outside because I don't feel like putting in there for inside the bars for one, and I'm still kind of unsure of whether or not I'm going to be sticking with these because I don't know if they're even going to last, but time will tell. If you are new to this, I put updates on any of the things that I get, whether or not they go bad, any problems I may have. Just look in the description, you'll be able to find that. So one thing with these is, well, they don't really fit quite right. So underneath, So your pivot point right here, they didn't notch it. So because they didn't notch that, it actually touches it in order to sit flush, flush along there. So what I have to do is I got to put some washers in there to increase it, and I'll kind of show you this. So right there, it will actually touch on that because they didn't notch this. If you go over to this side, they did notch it right there, so it doesn't hit a little dimple right there. But when you put that on there, see if there we go. It is gonna actually sit further out forward, so symmetrically, they don't even fit right. Kind of bummed about that one. That's probably gonna bother me enough to where I'm gonna get something different. But we shall see. Maybe it won't bother me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get this one and that one all put in. Now I'll show you kind of how they look. Okay, so I got these on. These are all tightened up, and this is what I was kind of getting at right here. So if you look, it's flush right here, and notice I got the washers in there to get some clearance, while over here it is not flush. So there's that. So I guess I'll get these all hooked up, and you can see how bright they are compared to what I pulled out. Okay, so here they are, they're installed. I have the wiring all buttoned up and put back in. That was kind of a pill. I wound up leaving a little extra wire. I could actually, with the amount of wire that they put with these, I could run 18 bars and have zero issues. But these bars, these are 16s, and it's plenty high enough. So, like I said before, they don't sit flush with each other. But considering all things, I have a massive passion for hating the other ones, so even though they have that, they are in my book better than those. So let's go ahead and see how they look. And there you go. That's your running lights right there. Instead of being the amber, they're going to be this white. Here's one turn signal. Okay. Wouldn't actually say that they're brighter. Almost actually a little bit harder to see. That's one thing you're probably noticing. The other thing, and there's your hazards. So in the hazards, I do not have hyper flash, but when on individuals, I now have hyper flash. That is because I am running a different one in the rear. So I have all LEDs, which then created for the hyper flash. They do also sell a unit that will eliminate the hyper flash that I'll be getting, but after how these turned out, I might not actually get it from them. Might go with a different company. So they also sell headlights. This is not their headlight. This is an Amazon one that I think I paid $30 for and had zero issues with it. My taillight, they have an identical one to this. You know what? I think I paid like 30 bucks for that. They want like 150 for theirs. So yeah, if you can find them cheaper, it might be the better route to go. But I guess they have lifetime warranty. So there's that.